Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. My warm greetings to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to start this auspicious occasion by welcoming each and every one of you who are assembled here. We from ISKON Naperville are very grateful to all of you who took your valuable time to be here with us. Thank you for that. First, let me extend my warm welcome and deep gratitude to our honorable guest, Her Grace Hema Malini ji, and her sister Prabha Raghavan. Both of them, Hema Malini ji has been so gracious in accepting our request and traveling such a long distance to be here with us to support and help us in completing our temple project in service to the Supreme Lord Krishna. I'm so very happy she's with us today. Please give her a big hand. I would like to extend my warm welcome to our governing body commissioner, His Grace Anuttama Das Prabhuji. He is also the international director of ISKCON Communications. His Grace Anuttama Das Prabhuji is accompanied by his wife, Rukmini Devi Dasi Mataji, who joined ISKCON and took initiation from His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada in 1968. She is a board of trustee of Bhaktivedanta College in Belgium, and she serves in many other capacities. They both are senior disciples of Srila Prabhupada, and they have over 50 years of service in ISKCON. Please give them a very big hand. Let me also welcome our dear chairperson for our advisory committee, Her Grace Neelam ji. She is a powerhouse. She is a powerhouse, and she has energized our efforts in building our temple. Also, want to welcome Dr. Gupta ji and his wife Manju ji, who stood by our side and supported us from the very beginning of this project. We have a large group of our esteemed committee members. Because of lack of time, I'm not telling everybody's name. They are all with us today, who have given us their unconditional support from the inception of this project. If it was not for all of our dear committee members, we could not have come so far. Please give them all a big hand. I am so very grateful to each and every one of you. And a heartfelt welcome to all of our devotee community members who stand steady and support all our preaching efforts at ISKCON Naperville. You are the heart and the face of our temple. Dear devotees, a huge thank you from my heart to each and every one of you for taking the time to come, to participate, and to support. Please give them a big hand. So here is my message. A question can be raised: why build this temple? I will take a couple of minutes to give a precise answer, because we are assembled here to support this cause. When Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of ISKCON, registered this institution, he listed 7 purposes of ISKCON. Because of time constraint, I will share just 2 here. The first purpose is to systematically propagate spiritual knowledge to to society at large, and to educate all people in the techniques of spiritual life in order to check imbalances of values in life and to achieve real unity and peace in the world. And the purpose number 5 is to erect for members and society at large holy places of transcendental pastimes dedicated to the personality of Godhead. ISKON Naperville Radha Shyamasundar Temple is getting built to serve the 7 purposes of ISKCON, which is unique in itself. We are here to serve people from all backgrounds. We are here to serve all of you, the entire community, present and future generations. We stay committed to serve you as His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada, taught us. I personally hope and pray to the Supreme Lord to help us achieve the mission of completing this project by all of your support today. Thank you again. I will conclude with a small quote from Lord Krishna's instructions to Uddhava. Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, it's a very small section. The Lord says, Mad archanam sampratistapya mandiram karayedridham pushpodhyanani ramyani puja yatrotsavashritan. Wealthy, pious persons should be engaged in constructing temples and gardens for the pleasure of the deity. Pratishtayaya sarvabhnam sadmana bhavanatrayam pujadina brahmalokam tribhirmat samyatam iyat. Install deity, build temple, worship, serve the deity. The Lord says, by performing these activities, the Lord is so pleased that He will grant such a person with a transcendental form like His own. This is the Lord's guarantee to all of you who have come here to support. So with that, I am going to conclude right now. My next assignment is to introduce His Grace Anuttama Das Prabhu, our governing body commissioner. I will just say a few words about Prabhu. Anuttama Das Prabhu has been serving in ISKCON over 50 years. He has been a governing body commissioner since year 2000. He was the chairman of GBC from 2014 to 15. He is serving as the zonal GBC, overseeing many North American ISKCON temples like Chicagoland, Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., and many other places. He is also the International Director of Communications over 12 years. He is a board member of Religion Communications Council, Religion for Peace USA, and he is an advisor of Religious Freedom Institute. Please give a warm welcome to His Grace Anuttama Das Prabhuji.
Hello. Thank you, Premananda Devi Dasi, for your energizing words. We feel truly inspired with your message. You have brought our energy very high. I also want to thank you for your beautiful introduction of His Grace Anuttama Das. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor as I welcome His Grace Anuttama Das on the stage with a big round of applause. May I now request Mr. Praveen Kumar to come on the stage and welcome His Grace Anuttama Das with a fresh flower garland. Praveen Kumar is a founding member of ISKCON Naperville Advisory Committee. He is a Naperville resident and an entrepreneur who has brought his tremendous experience and wisdom to this project. Kumar family is one of the major donors to ISKCON Naperville. Thank you very much, Mr. Praveen Kumar. And without any further ado, I would now humbly request His Grace Anutma Das to please address the gathering.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vinanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Picharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Pashtatari Sitarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Hare Hare. So just to start, I learned something tonight. Normally you go to these events, you get a garland, right? I have to try to book more events with Hema Malini because then you get a bouquet of red roses. I'm going to have to work on my schedule on that one. That's very good. So I also want to thank everybody for coming. And I was thinking, you know, one thing we always wonder when you go to an event like this, we know it's going to be exciting, but also in the back of your mind, you kind of wonder how long is it going to go. And I really appreciate the fact I came around to look at everybody's appetizers. They weren't appetizers. You've already had a full meal, right? That's just to kind of make you want to keep seated as long as possible. And I was also thinking, looking at the gentlemen, you all look nice tonight. Thank you, gentlemen. But the ladies look especially beautiful tonight, don't they? Let's have a round for the ladies. We were at a wedding earlier today. They were explaining to the groom who was waiting for the bride. They said, this is to teach you how the rest of your life will be while you're waiting for your wife to get ready. So keeping that in mind and thinking how many hours all of you took to look so gorgeous tonight, we're going to have this be a long event so you get your money's worth out of the time you spent putting all these decorations on. So I was also thinking, actually, it's so wonderful to see so many of you here, and we are really grateful to see the turnout. But the last event I went to of this nature, and of course we had the whole COVID pandemic period in between, was an event in Washington, D.C., which was marking the 50th anniversary of ISKCON. And we held an event at a venue kind of like this. It was a Hilton Hotel, just 2 blocks from the White House. And we had interfaith leaders and government leaders. The Indian Embassy was represented there, academic scholars. There were Catholic priests and Muslim imams coming, professors to speak. And like this, they were all gathered to really celebrate the growth of a community and the growth of a movement. And they're particularly celebrating the 50th anniversary of ISKCON, and now we're just a few years from that. And really, what is the idea behind this movement, behind this community, behind the temple we're trying to build? Premananda quoted from Prabhupada's 7 purposes. Many of you know some of the story of Srila Prabhupada, but it's important for us to mark that, remember that. At the age of 70, I'm not going to embarrass anybody here, ask you to raise your hand if you're 70 or older, but there may be a few here. And even at the age of 60, we can imagine. He crossed the ocean from India all alone on a freighter ship, 32 days at sea. And he literally begged from Sumati Maraji, who owned the Scindia steamship line, please, you give me 1 ticket, because my Guru Maharaj has given me the instruction to go west to teach Vaishnavism, teach Krishna Bhakti, bring the Hindu culture all around the world. And this is my mission to do so. And at first she refused him. And he sat outside her office until he got her attention. And he said, okay, what is it you want? He said, I want to go to the West. Please help me. And she said, you know, Swamiji, all of my officers, they're telling me, don't give him the ticket. He'll die there. You're too old to go. And he said, no, I must go. It's my mission. And when he landed in America, there was no one to greet him. He had 30 days at a home of some, you can't even say a patron. He had a sponsor just to come for a 30-day visit in Butler, Pennsylvania. We all know Butler, Pennsylvania is the center of the world, right? If you're going to start some big movement, you go to Butler, Pennsylvania, right? It's like in the middle of nowhere, practically. I think it's famous. It's the home of the Jeep. In World War II, they invented the Jeep, or World War I. So that's where he went. He was there for 30 days, and then he knew he wanted to go to New York City. So when he went to New York, and again, he had no sponsorship. For some time, he lived in a small room. He didn't even have windows in that room. There was no bathroom in that room. There was no kitchen in that room. He had to walk blocks in the winter in New York City to be able to take a shower and to cook at the ashram of a friend, of a yoga friend that was there. He had literally nothing, and slowly, was so determined. Sometimes he would even go down to the dock, and he would speak to Mr. Forrester, who was the representative of the shipping agency. When is the next ship going? Maybe I should go back, but let me try. Let me keep trying. And flash forward, we're all here because of the devotion of this one person. He went to Africa 5 times. Just to try to spread Krishna Bhakti. He went to Russia when it was still a communist country. And they told him, he met one professor, and he said, now, when can I speak to the students? And they said, Swamiji, so sorry, you cannot speak to the students. It's not allowed here. But he met one young Russian man, and from there, today if you go to Russia, just as an example of the presence of ISKCON all around the world, there's tens of thousands of devotees of Krishna in Russia today, just because of one elderly sadhu, very devoted, because of his devotion. Thank you. So what was his mission? He explained that actually his mission was to contribute to the re-spiritualization of human society, to bring the Bhagavatam, which is this message, how to re-spiritualize human society. And we can see today, practically, it's a little scary. You just turn on the news. It's like I check the news twice a day, largely to be concerned what's happened in Russia and Ukraine, right? How many people have died today? And sometimes it's some other news, people suffering in other parts of the world. So we know there's so much conflict going on between nations. There's conflicts going on between states. There's conflicts going on between politicians, even in schools. Isn't it? Practically too often, once a week, once a month, violence in schools, some children being harmed, even in our schools. Why? It's foretold. This is the age of Kali. This is the age of quarrel. This is the age of violence, where people are so disturbed. Practically, you drive down the highway. I don't know how many of you have noticed this. It seems to me, since the pandemic, people are driving faster. They use their turn signals less. They cut you off more often. And they really seem to think you're nothing but a video game next door. Isn't it? The sense of humanity and kindness, it's decreasing. So Prabhupada came, and the temple that you're building here is for that purpose, to turn this around, to try to re-spiritualize human society. Because there is hope, although this is the age of Kali, this is the age of quarrel, there is hope to turn things around, but it's not possible by mundane arrangements. I know we have some friends here in political office, and we do our best. Some of you in the medical field, the engineering field, so many different ways we're contributing to the world. But at the root cause, we have to change people's consciousness. And you see that. Those of you that work in the corporate world, you know maybe your organization is dedicated to so many good things, but the office politics always come into play. Isn't it? You never know who's going to kind of be pulling you from behind. This is the age of Kali. We're meant to be pushing each other forward. How do we make that change? It requires a re-spiritualization of human society. And for that, we need to be able to get to the root cause. People are always thinking, how can I make things better? I studied social science in the university, and we would have one expert come and talk about, if you want to solve the problems with the inner cities, you have to spend money this way. And then the next week, another expert would come and say, no, if you spend money like that, it won't work, and here's the 10 reasons it won't work. And then another expert would come, so many different ideas, but the root cause wasn't addressed. So Prabhupada came to address that root cause, and that root cause is in our heart. It's in our heart, in each and every one of us. As they say, if you want to change the world, you have to start by changing yourself. So Prabhupada came especially to teach this principle. We've forgotten who we are. We're thinking that we're American, or we're Indian, or we're Hindu, or Christian, or white, or black, or brown, or male, or female, but actually we're spiritual beings. And when we understand we're spiritual beings, the rivalry goes down. The competition goes down. The envy goes down. And we begin to see the world as a gift of God. It's not a place to be conquered. We're led by too many people in the world today who are advocating the world is a place to be conquered for our nation, our people, our tribe. And that's not the way to peace, because if I'm trying to conquer, you're trying to conquer, it doesn't work. But if we learn to live harmoniously with God in the center, then we can actually be peaceful. So this is the purpose of this ISKCON society, to help us. How do I get the envy out of my heart? How do I get the anger out of my heart? How do I get the greed out of my heart so that I can become a force for change for the better? And how can we do that as a community? And the world's looking for that type of leadership. And by building the temple that you're all contributing to do, it actually becomes a place where we can come together and we can show our appreciation to Krishna for all our gifts. But we also can come together and say, Lord, I want to be a force for good in the world. I know the culture of my grandparents, the culture of their grandparents. I know what the meaning, the spiritual culture of India. I know what the real essential contributions are that we can make. How do I bring that to life? In myself, in my family, in my community. And we need to do that in community, and that's why we need temples. Because we need to come together, and we need to be able to actually understand Krishna, hear about Krishna, glorify Krishna, serve Krishna, serve each other in that way. So I want to just end by thanking all of you for coming here, for being part of this effort, to try to remind ourselves, remind society what the highest goal is. In this human form of life, the highest goal is to understand God. You know, I was watching today out the window. I'm staying at Damodar Leela's home, and you look out the window, you see the geese. The geese have nice houses. A lot of lakes around here, right? A lot of geese. They have their houses. The ducks have their houses. The rabbits have their houses. The rabbits are trying to push the geese away. It's my turf, like that. They don't have the ability to understand who made the lake in the first place. How long am I going to be staying here? How can I be happy while I'm here? Why are some people more privileged and some people are less privileged? They don't have that ability. We have that ability. And the temple is to help us awaken that. So again, thank you very much for that opportunity. Thank you for being here. We appreciate your support. Hare Krishna.
Except for our Sangeeta ji, Sangeeta Kapoor. She was the one who was determined to bring me here. For the last 2 years she's been trying. It did not happen because of Corona. Corona destroyed everybody's life a lot. So my coming was also not possible. But now she saw to that I come here. So I'm here in front of you, thanks to you. And all the devotees of Naperville. So who all supported, who wanted me to be here, and I'm here. And I can recognize many of the people whom I have met, in my last few visits. So just now you all took pictures with me. And I'm so happy that you all have donated with large-heartedly for the temple. And yesterday I had the opportunity to go and unveil the signage. It was so wonderful to be there. I felt that I'm still in Vrindavan. Because the same atmosphere, everything, the temple is just done halfway through. I think other half has to be done. So you all have donated so much. आप लोगों का योगदान बहुत ही बहुत बढ़िया है. और मैं चाहूँगी कि ये जो टेम्पल जो बना हुआ है और जल्द से जल्द बाय नेक्स्ट ईयर ख़त्म हो जाए, फिर हम लोग बहुत ही एकजुट होकर इधर इस मंदिर में आएंगे, प्रार्थना करेंगे. It will be a great thing for the next coming generation, for the young children, because we will be parting our Hindu scriptures to them. Vedic culture will be taught to them in the temple. So you are all living, आप सब हमारे अपने हैं, हिंदुस्तान से यहाँ पर सेटल हुए हैं और बहुत अच्छा बढ़िया काम कर रहे हैं आप लोग, और आप ही का ये मंदिर भी. सो इस मंदिर में और भी आप योगदान देंगे तो बहुत बढ़िया सा एक और टेम्पल बन जाएगा. वैसे पूरा वर्ल्ड वाइड इतने टेम्पल्स हैं हमारे इस्कॉन के, बहुत सारे टेम्पल्स हैं. And I had the opportunity to visit almost all of them. Not all, I will say. I had been to Sydney, I had been to Africa, I had been to US, then in England. Like that, many places I have, Fiji Island, I have seen this temple. And so beautifully it's decorated, so wonderful it looks. And the concept of ISKCON temples are completely different than the other normal temples. Normal temples are also very beautiful. Like we go to Tirupati and other places, they are wonderful. But here, the way they keep it, that cleanliness, the way the deities are decorated, it's something outstanding. It inspires all of us also to have a deity and keep decorating them like how young children play with a Barbie doll. Like that, sometimes you feel, oh, I want to make Radhaji wear this dress, that. So it's very interesting. So that is how I also got inspired. I have a very beautiful deity in my house. And the moment you keep looking at the deity, it gives you a lot of inspiration. Automatically, naturally it comes. So it's important to impart all this culture, these thoughts to the younger children, so they also get into it. Because these temples will be there. Hum rahe na rahe, mandir to rahege hamesha. So, bahut saalon saal tak. It's so important to have this. So I'm sure you will all be contributing and complete this thing, as it is all yours. Hamara apna hai ye. Then I want to say, like Prabhupadaji's dream it was to make a temple all over the world. How he started his journey, it's such a wonderful thing. What he did at this early 60s. When Srila Prabhupada set his foot in America for the first time, little he knew that there will be a worldwide acceptance for the message he was carrying of Lord Krishna. And steeped in Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya and a member of, a very outstanding member of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lineage. Prabhuji founded the International Society of Krishna Consciousness and the Hare Krishna movement. Based on Hindu Vedic culture like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Purana, all these things he taught to the people. He spread emphatically the message of Lord Krishna to the Western world. Immersed as he himself was in the glory of Krishna, people thronged to the discourses what he held it. And many people joined this movement, especially all the Westerners. He started preaching Krishna as the savior of mankind. And any religion, caste and creed, everybody can join this movement. And then this movement accepted devotees from all over. And he simplifies the practice of Hare Krishna mantra. So that also attracted the people. And today you can see there are nearly 2,000 temples all over the world. And it's so wonderful to see everybody celebrating Janmashtami, Radhashtami, then Ram Navami, Holi, then Rath Yatra. So anywhere in the world you go where there is ISKCON temple, all these proper rituals are done so beautifully. So the people get inspired, the children, the youngsters get inspired, and they want to be part of it. So they are spreading the message of Prabhupada ji, what he wanted. It is my good luck also that I am the member of parliament from that place, of Krishna's place, birthplace, where I am there for the last 7 years. And I am able to do a lot of work for the people of that place, Mathura, Vrindavan. Lot of things are done and still yet to be done, many more things. So I'm into it. So I would like to share you one more thing. Before coming here, I was saying, I was in 84 कोस परिक्रमा. Do you know about that? आप सब जानते हैं? 84 कोस परिक्रमा. I think the devotees who, some people must have, आप लोग गए होंगे शायद इस परिक्रमा करने के लिए. तो वहाँ पर I had the opportunity to go before coming here for 7 days. I did the entire tour and wanted to see that we do a lot of good work and then improve and develop a lot because of the roads and things. It has to be in a perfect condition and a lot of facilities to be given to the devotees who are walking barefoot all the way. They travel for 40 days. I heard a lot about ISKON devotees. They used to tell me, बहुत तकलीफ होती है वहाँ पे, ये कुछ सुविधाएं नहीं हैं. So I saw to that everything has to be done. So I met the minister, our Gadkari ji, under the leadership of Modi ji, everything is done. So we are really very proud and it gives great, immense pleasure and great feeling that I am able to work under the leadership of Modi ji, who is the Prime Minister of our country. He has transformed India in such a wonderful manner, which is really unbelievable. And he is doing, and he keeps saying कि हम भारत का नया निर्माण कर रहे हैं. तो भारत का एक नया एक सोच लेकर आएंगे. So such wonderful thing he is doing. So he is always there for us to whatever I want to do in Mathura, I am able to do. Before I joined as an MP from my constituency, Mathura, Vrindavan, I was offered some other places. But I refused. I said, I am not interested in being a politician or anything and member of parliament from anywhere. If it is given to me, Mathura, then I am interested because it's a Krishna's place and I am connected to Krishna. I want to serve there. Not as a politician, but politician, you have to be politically connected so that you are able to do lot of work with the help of our government. So I'm really lucky. I'm having Modi ji as the Prime Minister and Yogi Adityanath ji as the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. He is doing such wonderful work. You all must be knowing. We just had an election done and I also participated in many places. I went and spoke for him. And I'm happy that he's back with us again, second term. And when I first became the member of parliament, so I was wanting to do, I'm going to do this and that. Then I realized it's very, you cannot do it because everything needs so much money. I can't keep asking donation, ab de do kuch karenge. It's a huge work. Then when I told Yogi ji, so he formed Brajatirtha Vikas Parishad. That is the organization for which Yogi ji is the chairman. So with that help, we have developed a lot. मथुरा में जो करना चाह रही थी मैं, बहुत कुछ कर लिया है, कर रहे हैं, अभी और भी करना है. So a lot of cultural activities also will be there because I am an artist. Being an artist, how I get connected to Lord. So that is the thing, Many people ask me, how did you started taking interest in ISKCON and the devotee of Krishna? There's a long story. That was in the late 80s, I think. Late 80s. One of my very close friend from ISKCON, they are still there, Surdas Prabhu and his wife, Varaha Mataji, they invited me to come to Mathura. That time I was not an MP or anything, just went there. So I was very excited to see the beautiful temple built by Prabhupada ji. It was his dream to make one first temple, that was the one. It was so amazing to see the deities, it's so alive. So every day I started going and looking at that. And the way it is dressed up, that is Krishna Balram temple, that was the first one. And that actually inspired me. Then they took me to many places in Vrindavan and showed me ki, these are the places. This is Sham Kund, Radha Kund, this is Barsana, like that, all the places they introduced. Then a lot of thoughts came in my mind, and then listening to their discourses, how beautifully it's written by Prabhupada ji, the sequences of Lord, the playtime of Krishna in Vrindavan, then in Gokul, and then the Ras, what he did with all the gopis. All those things they used to describe. So it came into my mind, so I must make a dance ballet. 1 minute, can I have water? And I decided to make a nice, beautiful ballet, so I made Radha Ras Bihari. It is something super beautiful ballet, which was totally inspired by the ISKCON devotees to me. So even till today, except this last 2 years, Corona, we could not perform, but I have been performing on Janmashtami, my Radha Ras Bihari, Yashoda Krishna, like that Meera, Draupadi, all connected with Lord Krishna. So it was a wonderful experience to know and understand. So I, being an artist, I was able to put in myself, because I don't know anything else. I can act, I can dance. So I adopted that dancing part of it. So every time I perform this particular Radha Ras Bihari, I have to do a lot of interaction with Lord Krishna. The person who is playing the role of Krishna was also a very good-looking, nice boy. So I used to keep on dressing up. No. In the ISKCON paintings, this is how they have made the pagdi, this is how the earring is wearing, this is how... So almost like that, I was making him look like, and it was there. And when I perform, I could feel the presence of the Lord also, you know. So that is an experience for me. I am a dancer, so through my dance, I am able to connect with the Lord. The spiritual connection happens when you are fully into it. Because when you dance, you have to put in yourself totally. You cannot do half-heartedly. So that is how it happened. So I always feel till today, Lord Krishna makes me do many things, you know. He's like a friend to me also. It's very funny when I talk, the people will say, क्या बात कर रही है? But बात मैं सही कर रही हूँ. क्योंकि ऐसा होता है, जितना दिल से हम प्यार करेंगे किसी को भी, वो सामने भी आ जाते हैं, है ना? So like that it happens. So we have done a lot of nice, wonderful work. Until today I'm performing. So this year also I'll be doing the same dance ballet. Apart from that, so many cultural activities are also being started making in Mathura. So a lot of shows will happen in various places, in Barsana, Gokul, and in Vrindavan, then Govardhan. Like that, a lot of things is happening, which is going to be very, very wonderful. So when you come next to Mathura, you will be seeing a completely different Mathura Vrindavan. So I'm really blessed to be part of Lord Krishna's activities, because it's not me I'm doing myself. It is somebody is directing it, and it is he who is making me do all this. And today also I'm here because I have been asked to go here. Now after seeing me here for this fundraising program, many people are already contacting me. Some people from Washington, somebody from other places. A lot of the temple is being made. So we would like you to come for the inauguration or for the fundraising, like that. So I feel that I'm an instrument for this. So I'm glad to do all these things. And I would like to thank all of you for being here for this occasion. So I hope very soon we will see a very beautiful temple in Naperville, and all the entire Chicago people can come and enjoy this temple. And I don't know, I will keep on talking, I don't know what else to say.
Thank you, Hema Malini. Thank you, Hema Malini ji, for your gracious words. Room full of people shows how much you are loved here by everyone in Chicago. Huge thanks for your very inspirational message to all of us.
Not only that, I've been an actress, then I became, first I was a dancer, then became an actress, then politician to do this seva for the Lord. And also in between he has made me sing also. So some bhajans also I have sung, So I can't believe that. So how did I do it? So the person will come and say, "Aap thoda bhajan gaye." I said, but I can't sing. I can sing a little bit like that, but I'm not a great singer.
We are going to make that happen. We are greedy to learn more and more about you, Hema ji, don't we?
No, 1 minute, I will tell you something very interesting, but there was one very nice poet, gentleman, his name is Narayan Agrawal. He approached me some time back and then he said, "Aapka hum music album banayenge." मेरा म्यूजिक एल्बम कैसे बनाएंगे? नहीं हम आपको गाना सिखा देंगे. अच्छा, म्यूजिक डायरेक्टर कौन है? तो ही सेड हरिप्रसाद चौरसिया एंड पंडित जसराज जी, शिव कुमार शर्मा जी एंड राजन साजन मिश्रा. सब ने मुझे 2-2 गाने बना के दिया जिसको मैंने गाया एंड वो रिलीज़ हुआ. But today I feel very sad that great legends like Pandit Jasraj ji, Shiv Kumar Sharma ji, Rajan Sajan Mishra, maybe one of them is not there. I feel really blessed that they gave this beautiful songs on Krishna, everything. I got a chance to sing. The latest, recently, there is a very wonderful sant hai, Vrindavan mein. Srivatsa Goswami ji. He is a Radha Raman Mandir ka, he is the priest there, one of them. So he said, "Aap Shishtastakam gaiye." I said, "Shishtastakam kya hai?" Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji ka geet hai wo, unka likha hua, that's the original one. So I want you to sing that. I said, but he gave me the script and everything. And I sang that also, but it's very complicated, very difficult one. But it was very beautifully composed by one lady, Anjali Dayal. And then I sang that also. That is also, what I'm saying is it is being made by Lord Krishna. He made me sing, so I just went and sang. Whether people like it or not, I don't know. But I do it.
Hema ji, itna maza aa raha hai that we have some questions from the audience to ask you. First question is from me.
Who is asking? First tell me that.
First one is...
Who is the one who has asked this?
So I'm going to tell you. First one is from me and many others from this group. The question is, Lord has made you very, very special with so many qualities. He's made you a perfect woman. So out of all those qualities, art and cinema is your core identity. Would you please share some of your experiences with us? In addition to that, we would like to know if there are any new movies or shows that you are working on.
Wait. If you ask me so many questions.
Okay, one at a time.
पहला क्वेश्चन क्या था मुझे याद नहीं होगा.
Okay, one at a time. I apologize. So, please share some of your favorite experiences with us about your cinema and shows.
Cinema and? Shows.
Yes. Do you want to know?
But it's not anything specific question नहीं है ना? ये clarity होना चाहिए.
This is how we get you to speak more. If we ask specific question, then we'll get a specific answer, right? But we want to learn more.
So what do you want to know?
I would like to know if there are any new movies or shows that are coming. We would want to watch it here.
See, shows I keep doing.
Okay.
Even today I'm doing. Many people say, "Aap abhi bhi That question, अभी भी बोला था. I said, why? अभी भी क्या हो गया मुझे? I am there in front of you, standing. Anything wrong in me that I can't perform? Oh yes, yeah, हाँ आप कर सकते हैं. तो आप चुप रहिए फिर. तो when I do the ballet Radha Ras Bihar, I became Radha. But where is the question of age, na? In that, age तो होता रहेगा, सबका age होता है, आगे बढ़ते हैं. लेकिन it is up to you to how you keep yourself well, physically, mentally. Mentally, physically, you should keep walking all the time. No problem whether you dance or not, but at least you should be in a good condition to walk. So that is important. That is the blessing of God. So I say I am dancing, but film आप पूछेंगे तो film का अभी इतना अच्छा रोल नहीं मिलता है. जो आप लोगों ने मुझे इतनी बड़ी पिक्चरों में देखा है. I have done nearly 200 films.
Wow!
तो उस वक्त कैसा किया मालूम नहीं. When I was young, it started at the age of 16, 17 onwards. Continuously I just worked, so many films. There was no time to look right, left. Only, oh, I have to do this shooting, I have to get ready for this is the character I'm playing. So like that, how many characters I played. So when I look back today, my career, it is so wonderful. So I performed with the best of directors, best of actors, best of music directors, co-stars कितने भी थे. So कितना अच्छा मुझे मौका मिला. It was a golden period, I will say, that I had this wonderful chance, which I think आज के ज़माने में इतना मिल नहीं सकता है. My period, my time was really amazing. You know, actors like Dharmender ji, of course.
Of course!
Then Shashi Kapoor. Then all the Kapoor brothers. I started with working with Sapno Ka Saudagar, Raj Kapoor ji, then Shami Kapoor, then Shashi Kapoor, then उनके बेटा जो है रणधीर कपूर and ऋषि कपूर, सबके साथ काम किया. It's a I don't think इतना ऐसा मौका किसी को नहीं मिला होगा. I'm not boosting myself, but I want to say yes, I have done it. Then of course Dev Anand ji, उनके साथ विजय आनंद, चेतन आनंद, ऐसा उनके जो ब्रदर्स हैं उन सबके पिक्चरों में किया है और अलग अलग रोल्स किया है. देन रमेश सिप्पी जी, प्रमोद चक्रवर्ती जी का और बहुत सारे फिल्म्स. आई डोंट नो वेदर यू ऑल नो द नेम्स ऑफ दिस प्रोड्यूसर और नॉट. याद है? अच्छी बात है, आपको याद आ रही है. तो ऐसा बहुत सारे फिल्मों में करने के बाद धर्मात्मा,
Yes.
है ना, देन बागबान,
Yes, बागबान.
वो इतने फिल्मों में करने के बाद अभी मैं कुछ भी करूँगी तो अच्छा लगेगा क्या? Not at all. It has to be a really outstanding role I should get, then I will perform. तो आपने पिक्चर का पूछा, उसका जवाब दिया मैंने.
See, we have read all this, we have seen it, पर इनके मुख से आज सुनकर जो मजा आ रहा है, इनके एक्सपीरियंसेस को, इनके शोज को, इनके फेवरेट मूवीज को, it is second to none. So we are truly honored and privileged to hear you about your experience in cinema and in many other areas and fields. तो आज हमें मौका मिला है और हम आपको इतनी आसानी से जाने तो नहीं देंगे, हेमा जी.
कोई बात.
We have one more.
I was also getting bored sitting in the room.
We admire Hema ji's spirit.
Chatting with
Yes. So we would request you now to please sing a song. हमने सुना है हेमा मालिनी जी बहुत अच्छा गाती हैं. So would you like to hear a song from Hema Malini ji?
1 minute. So many people ask me one more question which you, I think, forgot to ask me. You dance, you act, you are in politics now. I don't like to call myself a politician, you know, but it is only a seva for me. I'm doing that.
वाह.
तो इन तीनों में आपको कौन सा अच्छा लगता है? तो मुझे सब कुछ मिला, इसके लिए मुझे बहुत ही, मैं भगवान का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करती हूँ कि मुझे ये सब कुछ मिला। मुझे एक सर्टेन टाइम तक एक एक्टिंग करने का मौका होता है। यू आर यंग एंड यू आर एनर्जेटिक, यू कैन डू लॉट्स ऑफ एक्टिविटीज़, यू कैन लुक ब्यूटिफुल ऑल द टाइम, है ना, ये सब होता है। उसके बाद of course the dance was very important to me in my life, because I started my career at the age of 6, my classical Bharatanatyam I learned. So I continued. Though I was busy with my films, I used to dance. I used to go for my performances, wherever it is. And also I used to take my my Guruji to all outdoor shootings also. So I will keep on learning some new numbers, from him. I said, आप हमारे साथ चलो करके. कहीं पे धर्म जी के साथ भी shooting होती थी. तो my Guruji became very friendly with him. You know for what reason? I mean, he had a habit of having little drinks. Yeah. My Guruji, dance Guruji I'm talking, not a spiritual Guruji. So sorry, please. So he also wanted to have, so he became friendly and, बड़ा अच्छा दोस्ती कर लिया उन्होंने. So it was the funniest part. So, that's what I'm saying, I learned that. Then of course, after my marriage, when I got my babies, Esha and Ahana, they're so dear to me. So many people say, well, which role you like? You be an actress or a mother or what? So being a mother is also a big job, isn't it? All of you are here, mothers. It's a big thing. And bring up your children, concentrate on that, bringing them up in a right manner, teach them our culture. Also dance, because many people used to ask, आप तो dance कर रहे हैं बहुत अच्छा. What about your children? They dance? Initially they were not taking much interest. But after seeing me, when the people started questioning, they took interest. So they also learned Odissi. So we all, 3 of us used to perform on the stage. So it was a great experience performing the same art form with your own children. That is the blessing I had. I did that. So I enjoyed playing all the roles, everything. So जो opportunity मिला है उसे कुछ कभी छोड़ने का नहीं, कि just grab these things and enjoy it. So that is what I will say. Everything is in time. ऐसा नहीं कि आप सब साथ में कैसा करते हैं, साथ में नहीं होता ना, सबका अलग अलग timing होता है. Time management, which is done by my sister Prabha here. Now she is taking care. Otherwise, initially my secretaries were there. So everything is planned and then I go ahead like that.
Fantastic, wonderful. And now, one song, yes.
I have the track, na?
Yes.
अच्छा, उसमें when I say Hare Krishna mantra बोलेंगे, तो I would like all of you to chant that.
Wow.
Okay? हाँ जी? हाँ?
Yes, we have it. I have not done any rehearsal. Huh? This is a Shishtastakam by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. Prabhuji, I think you like it.
तस्मै
प्रदाय श्री चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमः। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। चैतोदर्पण मार्जनं भवमहा, दावाग्नि निर्वार्पणम्। श्रेयः कैरवचन्द्रिका वितरणम्, विद्यावधू जीवनम्। आनन्दामोदिवर्धनं प्रतिपदम्, पूर्णामृतास्वादनम्। सर्वात्मस्नपनं परं विजयते, श्रीकृष्ण संकीर्तनम्। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण।
Thank you, Hema.
Thank you, Ji.
Can we
Thank
have-
you so much.
Thank you, Hema ji, for such a meditative, melodious, divine song. For a few minutes, it seemed like that we were bathing in Krishna's energy all around us and within us.
This song is for 13 and a half minutes. I just sang only the first antra, because I don't want to go on because some people may not be interested. So I have the link I can give you. If you are interested, you can hear it in the morning every day. You will be really blessed.
So let us all
Blessing.
give one big round of applause to our favorite, our very loving, very dear, very successful Hema Malini ji. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Mr. Sham Kumar and Mrs. Sangeeta Kapoor on the stage to share their inspiring messages. These two amazing people, can we have Mrs. Sangeeta Kapoor and Mr. Sham Kapoor on the stage? These two amazing people are one of the strongest pillars for ISKCON, supporting, serving, and guiding us from the last many years with their dedication, their passion, and their sincere commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome Sham Kumar and Sangeeta Kapoor. Mr. Sham Kumar is the Secretary and Vice Chairman of ISKCON Naperville Advisory Committee, and he leads the fundraising efforts for the temple. Mrs. Sangeeta Kapoor is Naperville resident for over 30 years and has been very instrumental in establishing a new temple. She also leads the fundraising efforts and has helped establish a large network of community connect with ISKCON Naperville. इन दोनों के लिए अर्ज करती हूँ, जो पानी से नहाते हैं वो लिबास बदलते हैं, जो पानी से नहाते हैं वो लिबास बदलते हैं, मगर जो पसीने से नहाते हैं वो इतिहास बदलते हैं, इतिहास